Hello my dear children, this is your class 11th going on. The chapter I am started today, bonding and molecular structure. In this chapter I am taking the topic hybridization and Vesper theory. The lesson name is bonding and molecular structure. This is a lesson which is going on. I am not taking the detail of this chapter. Now I have started giving you MCQ tips. So that because in the board exam this year, most of the questions, the weightage is maximum weightage will go to the MCQ type questions. So I am taking MCQ tips of two topics in this chapter, hybridization and Vesper theory. Write down. Today's topic is hybridization, and hybridization you might have listened in the classes. It is sp3, sp2, sp, sp3d, sp3d2 and sp3d3. There's one more hybridization, dsp2, that we will take in class 12th. In Vesper theory and the topic that I have taken today together. Why? Because the purpose of these two topics is to find the shape of molecule. You can find the shape of any molecule, any ion, any molecular ion, any number of lone pair, how many lone pairs are there, how many bond pairs are there, about the bond angle, less or more. These two topics will tell you the all things same, that is shape of the molecule, main purpose is the shape of molecule. So complete name of Vesper, you know, it's valence shell electron pair repulsion theory. I am not taking the detail of this chapter. I am taking just the tips that we use during solving MCQ type, category type questions. So write down sp3, sp2, sp, sp3d and d2 and sp3d3. So these are the hybridization, right? When there is sp3, this means it has tetrahedral geometry. sp2 is trigonal or planar. sp is linear. sp3d is trigonal bipyramidal. sp3d2 is octahedral. sp3d3 is pentagonal bipyramidal. You may write sp3. First of all, it is simple. You please listen to lecture carefully and kindly note down each and every point. sp3 tetrahedral, the angle is 109 degree 28 minutes. Trigonal, angle is 120 degree. sp linear, angle is 180 degree. There are two angles, 120 degree and 90 degree. Trigonal 120 degree, pyramidal 90. Octahedral, all angles are 90. Pentagonal bipyramidal, angles are 72 degree, and bipyramidal, two angles 90 degree. So 72 degree and 90 degree. So now note down the hybridization, sp3, sp2, sp, sp3d. dsp2 will take later on. Now in sp3d, note down d is z square. Which d involved? dz square. In sp3d2, the d involves are dz square and dx square minus y square. In sp3d3, dz square, dx square minus y square and dxy. d3. Pentagonal bipyramidal. So sp3. When the lone pair comes, the geometry becomes irregular. Without the lone pair, all the geometries are regular. No doubt. There are two types of geometries, regular and irregular. Regular, which have all bond pairs, and irregular, which have the presence of bond pair along with the lone pair. Today you will learn how many lone pair, how many bond pair within a second. I am taking the formula, very fastest formula to find the shape of any of the molecule or any of the molecular ion. So before that, I am taking one by one more shapes. Now taking, if there is sp3 tetrahedral, then there are tetrahedral and tetrahedral. This is your tetrahedral shape. When all are bond pair, sp3 I am taking, you draw the structures along with me. But when there is one lone pair, then the geometry is pyramidal. Then there are two lone pair and two bond pair. Two lone pair and two bonds, it's a bent V shape. So in sp3 hybridization, three shapes are there. It is a regular tetrahedral. Angle decreases when there is a lone pair. It is your pyramidal. One lone pair, three bond pair is pyramidal. Two bond pair, two lone pair is bent V shape. Bent V shaped. This is your central atom A. This is your X surrounding atoms. X. So same way you can write in other cases. So you may write when there is sp3 either tetrahedral, pyramidal or bent V shape. When there is a presence of lone pair in the tetrahedral geometry, the number of the lone pair when increases, bond angle decreases. Its angle is 109 degree. Its angle because of the lone pair repel the bond pair and bond pair come closer. Angle is 170 degree, 7 degree. More lone pair, angle decreased too much. The angle now decreased to 104.5 degree. It is your three shapes. Kindly draw these three shapes: tetrahedral, pyramidal and bent V shape. After that, write down sp2. sp2 trigonal. It's a trigonal. You may draw like this or the same thing. It's a trigonal. Sometimes the lone pair comes, then the shape become again V shape. If all the three are the bond pair, it's a trigonal or planar, but when one lone pair, two bond pair, the shape is bent V. It's a bent V. sp is just a linear. In sp, the shape is simple linear. A is a central, X shape is linear. Now I'm taking sp3d. sp3d. In sp3d, the dz square is there. It's a trigonal. These three are the equatorial bonds and two are the axial bonds. Remember, axial bonds are longer than equatorial because of more repulsion they are facing from equatorial. Two are axial and these three are equatorial, lie at angle of 120 degree. Axial bonds are longer. When all five, for example, it's AX5. So this is your AX5. Trigonal bipyramidal. Dear children, when there is four bond pair, these all five are bond pair, but then when there is a four bond pair and one lone pair in the this sp3d hybridization, always remember, put your lone pair where it feels less repulsion and that position is equatorial. Now if there is a one lone pair, the lone pair will go not at axial, lone pair will go at equatorial positions. Make another structure, write down one, another second. Now if there is a trigonal bipyramidal, now if there is a one lone pair, then you will make the lone pair here. It's this shape, lone pair here. Now there is a four bond pair and one lone pair. It's AX4. It's a trigonal bipyramidal, but because of the lone pair, the shape becomes seesaw-like. This is second number, seesaw. It's a regular geometry, all five are bond pair. It is irregular geometry, four are bond pair, one is lone pair, so it's a seesaw-like. I'm taking third one. Third, if there are two lone pairs, then what you will do? If there are two lone pair, three bond pair, then again it's a trigonal. First I will draw trigonal bipyramidal. Now there are two lone pair. Always put your lone pair at that position where it feels less repulsion, that is equatorial position. So you can make it, this is a lone pair, this is 2 lone pair, and this is 2 lone pair and 3 bond pair, AX3. So now it is your T-shape. T-shaped. 4 types of shapes comes in sp3 dehybridization. 4th. Now when there is a 3 lone pair and 2 bond pair. Now there is a 3 and 2. It's a trigonal bipyramidal. When there is a 3 lone pair, so first of all it will always takes your equatorial positions. Now the 3 lone pair, so 3 lone pair. It is your AX2. Dear children, it is a linear shape. So now you kindly note down, when there is sp3 dehybridization, the shape either pure trigonal bipyramidal, 4 bond pair, 1 lone pair seesaw, 3 bond pair, 2 lone pair T-shape, 3 lone pair, 2 bond pair is your linear. Here you have 3 bond pair and 2 lone pair. This is your sp3 dehybridization. Now I am taking sp3d2. sp3d2. In sp3d2, the hybridization is shape is octahedral. It is your octahedral. All the angles are right angle to each other. So it's an octahedral shape. AX6 type, octahedral. But when in this shape there is a lone pair comes, always remember lone pair is at axial positions. Now I'm taking this your 1 lone pair. Now there are 5 bond pair and 1 lone pair. 5 bond pair and 1 lone pair. It is your square pyramidal geometry. Square pyramidal, and it is pure octahedral. Pure octahedral. 6 are the bond pair, AX6 type. Here it is AX5, but hybridization is sp3d2, so we will draw octahedral type. So it's a square pyramidal. Now last is 1, it is 2, and I'm taking when there is 2 lone pair and 4 bond pair. Then you will make square planar. 2 are the lone pair, AX4, AX4. So this is your square planar geometry. 4 are the bond pair, total are the 6. 6 bond pair, 5 bond pair, 1 lone pair, 4 bond pair and 2 lone pair. So geometry is your square planar. Now I am taking last. After that I am telling you the very fastest method to find the shape of a molecule. Last is sp3d3. sp3d3. In sp3d3, the shape is pentagonal bipyramidal. It's a pentagonal, all the angles are 70 degrees to each other. It's a pentagonal bipyramidal. That is AX7 type, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So it's a pentagonal bipyramidal. You can check all the 7 are the bond pair. So it's pentagonal bipyramidal, angle 72 degree and 90 degree. But these 7 are the bond pair. When there is a 1 lone pair, then when there is a 1 lone pair, it's not axial placed here, it's equatorial position placed. Here it is. When there is 6 are the bond pair, but 1 is the lone pair. You place here, this place. Now it is your AX6. So it's a distorted octahedral. So it's a pentagonal bipyramidal. It's a pentagonal bipyramidal. And it is distorted octahedral. Distorted octahedral. 6 bond pair and 1 lone pair. So this is all about. Now question is, how will you find the shape? Write down the formula, fastest formula to find the shape of any of the molecule or any of the molecular ion. Write down the formula you will use. It is equal to hybridization or It is equal to number of valence electron of central metal atom plus number of surrounding atom with valency 1, number of surrounding atom with valency 1 plus charge on molecule whole divided by 2. Right, it's a very fast test. I am taking this now. I am telling you how to use it. So number of valence electron of central metal atom, number of surrounding, SA for surrounding atom. It is your surrounding atom, but with valency 1 only. And next is charge on molecule and divided by 2. Now I am taking a lot of examples, and you can use the same formula in Westwood theory and hybridization. Same formula you can apply in both. Shape of the molecule, you can take any of the topic Westwood theory. From the Westwood theory, you can easily came to know how many lone pair and bond pair. Now I am taking few examples. Write down examples. You can take carbon dioxide, you may take NO2 plus, you may take N2. So what is the shape? Well, one by one I am taking. This is your central atom. Central atom has outer electron 4. Number of atom with the valency 1 is 0 because oxygen has a valency 2. So 0. No charge, 0 by 2. It is 4 by 2. That means 2. So hybridization is sp. S plus P 1 by 2. So shape is linear. Oxygen always, remember, always makes a double bond with oxygen. So double bond. So one is sigma, other is pi. I am taking NO2 plus. Outer electron is your nitrogen. Outer electron 5. Number of atom with valency 1, 0. How much charge on the complex, that is molecule, plus, you will make it minus. Revert that, plus minus charge. If it is plus, you will write minus. If it is a minus, you will write plus by 2. It is 5 minus 1, 4, 4 by 2, that is again sp. So shape is again linear. Same happened here, shape is linear. There is nitrogen, you imagine one of the atom as simple, that is central, 1n central. So your answer is, your nitrogen is 5, outer electron 5, nitrogen, plus how many atom with valency 1, that is your nitrogen. It is N3 minus 1. It's not nitrogen, it is N3 minus 1, nitridine it is. So because it is your 5 electron nitrogen outer, no atom with valency 1, it is minus 1, make it plus 1, so it is 5 plus 1 by 2. So your answer is what? Your answer is 5 plus 1, 6 by 2, 3, so it is sp2. So in this case, by this you can take the, that is, you can use the formula and find the hybridization when there is a sp or sp2. When your answer comes 2, hybridization is sp. When your answer comes 3, hybridization is sp2. When it comes 4, hybridization is sp3. So it is your carbon dioxide. Now I am taking your sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, carbonate, you may take any. If it is a carbonate, now you can outer electron 4, number of atom with valency 1, 0, minus 2 is plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6, 6 by 2, 3, hybridization is sp2, shape is trigonal, carbonate. No need to draw any shape because in MCQ no shape will be there. You draw this shape. This is MCQ type. So just they will ask the shape. Shape is trigonal. You will make this shape in your board exam like this, or there is one more way. Either you write a square bracket, outside you put charge. There is one more way, or you will do like this trigonal shape. Any of the two oxygen carrying negative and one of the oxygen carrying double bonds. Anyway, simple is to make a square bracket. Outside the square bracket, write the charge, carbonate. Next is, you can take in water. You will take water. Central atom is oxygen. Outer electron is 6. because single one is a central. Now oxygen is a central metal atom. Outer electron 6 plus how many atom with valency 1? 2. Hydrogen 2. 6 plus 2 plus no charge 0 by 2. 6 plus 2 8. 8 by 2 4. Hybridization is sp3. So sp3 means tetrahedral. So because there is just 2 surrounding atom, that means there are 2 bond pair and 2 lone pair. Now I am taking more and more. It is your complicated one I am taking even, like xenon O3. What is the shape of xenon O3? It is your xenon central atom, outer electron 8 plus no atom with valency 0 plus 0 by 2. It is 4. Now you can use, no need to tell. If anybody asks what is the hybridization, only then tell hybridization is 8 by 2 4 sp3. Otherwise make a shape. 8 by 2 4, make the shape of 4 bonds. 4 bonds because there is just 3 bonds. O3, that means there is 3 bond pair and 1 lone pair. Always put double bond. Now there is Vesper is coming along with hybridization. If the question is what is the hybridization, then you tell the hybridization. Otherwise they will ask how many bond pair, how many lone pair. Because your answer is 4. 4 means there is 3 bond. That means there are 3 bond pair and 1 lone pair. I'm taking more. So the topics become simple in your minds. Xenon OF2. Outer electron 8 plus number of atom with valency 1 is just 2. You will not count this. Oxygen bearing valency and no charge. 8 plus 2 10. 10 by 2 5. 5 is trigonal bipyramidal sp3d. Hybridization is 5 sp3d trigonal bipyramidal. Xenon OF2 surrounding atom 3 and you have 5 comes. That means trigonal bipyramidal. Xenon OF2. Always put double bond and these two are the lone pair. So the C's are like trigonal bipyramidal. 3 bond pair. Not count this. Count this 1. 1, 2, 3. 3 bond pair. How many surrounding atom? 3. That means there are 3 bond pair. So your answer was 5. And out of the 5, 1, 2, 3. This means 3 are the bond pair. And what left from the 5 minus 3? 2. Rest 2 are the lone pair. And where you will place the lone pair at equatorial positions. Take more and more. Xenon OF4. It's outer electron 8 plus how many atoms with valency 1, 4 plus no charge. 8 plus 4 by 2, 6. 12 by 2, 6. 6 means hybrid sp3 d2. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Octahedral. You will draw octahedral. Octahedral it is. This is octahedral. Xenon OF4. 5 bonds. Xenon OF4. OF4 is a 5. Total atoms 5. This my answer is 6. Out of the 6, 5 are the bond pair, 1 left, 1 is lone pair. So this is double. This is square pyramid. Square pyramid. I think it's very much clear. So now you can draw the shape of as maximum and you can draw. I'm taking more examples, like you may take the examples of bicarbonate ion. There is so many zinc. You may take IF7, IF5, so many others are there. IF7, outer electron, iodine, outer halogen, it is 7. How many atom with valency 1? 7. 7 plus 7, no charge. 14 by 2, 7. 7 means all 7 are the surrounding and your answer is 7. This means all 7 are bond pair, no lone pair. Just 1 second answer. Pentagonal bipyramidal. Now IF5, iodine is 7. Surrounding atom with valency 7 plus 5 by 2, no charge. It is 12 by 2, 6. 6. When 6 comes, so many questions we ask. Sx means hybridization. Your answer is comes 6. So hybridization is sp3 d2. Name the d orbital, dz square, dx square minus y square, and your shape is octahedral. But 5 out of 6, 5. 5 are the bond pair, 1 is the lone pair, and that is square pyramidal. It is octahedral, but because of the presence of one lone pair, the shape become your square pyramidal. In this way, you can solve the questions. I'm taking more questions like, you can take PCl 6 minus. PCl 6 minus. Very simple. Phosphorus has out electron 5. How many atoms with valency 1? 6 minus 1 plus 1. So what is the answer? It is your 5 plus 6, 11. 11 by 1, 12 by 2, 6. 6 means octahedral. sp3d2. So very simple way I taught you how to calculate the shape of the molecule. Very simple formula you will use: number of valence electron of the central atom plus how many atoms with valency 1 plus charge on the molecule, whole divided by 2. If the answer comes 2, it's sp3, sp2, 4 sp3, 5 sp3d, 6 sp3d2, and the 7 is sp3d3. So you may practice. I'm giving you few molecules. You can find the shape. I'm giving you some examples now. Write an OF2. Do yourself. So you move forward than me. Oxygen. How many electrons outer? You do yourself at your home. 6. How many atoms with valency 1? 2. This is 6 plus 2 by 2. 8 by 2, 4. 4. But because surrounding atom is just 2, that means your answer comes 4. Just out of the 4, 2 are the bond pair and 2 are the lone pair. The answer is 2 are the bond pair, 2 are the lone pair. The shape is bent V always. OF2. So you can write maximum molecules on your notebook and practice at your home. So hybridization and the Vesper theory is a topic to find the shape of the molecule by using the formula that I told you and by using the concept of bond pair, lone pair. Some of the MCQ questions I will take in my next lecture. So before taking those MCQ, you kindly write down the molecules. What is the shape of NH2 minus? Write down. Answer is even. Its shape is bent V. Bent V. You practice at your home. Next is your, I'm taking the second example. You can take it is your ClF3, T shape. Its shape is T shape. Third is xenon F4. Write down the shape is square planar. Xenon F4, 4 bond pair, 2 lone pair. Everything right, and at the end you can match your answers. 4 bond pair, 2 lone pair, square planar, T shape, 3 bond pair, 2 lone pair, bent V, 2 bond pair, 2 lone pair. Fourth you may take xenon F2. Shape is linear. 3 are the lone pair, 2 are the bond pair. Hybridization will be sp3d. Here hybridization will be sp3d2. Here hybridization is sp3d. And you can calculate the hybridization. I told you the formula. You may take one more examples. That is your PF5, ASF5. Again, it is your sp3d, pentagonal, bipyramidal. Next is 6, sulfite. I think it will be trigonal. You can check. Ammonium, sp3, tetrahedral. So I think sufficient for you. So you after that we will take the MCQ from hybridization and Vesper theory. This completed today's your MCQ tips of hybridization and Vesper theory. Conclusion of my lecture is this topic is used to find the shape of any of the molecule or any of the molecular ion by applying the formula that I have sent to you and told you how to use this formula, And next is how to calculate bond pair and the lone pair. In the next lecture, we will practice this MCQ. And dear children, listen to me carefully. Now, the questions related with this topic, I will post on my quiz post on the app Telegram. So kindly, I will send you the link of the Telegram today along with this lecture. Join that, and I will send MCQ related with the hybridization and S-Pure theory on the app Telegram. So join this link surely for your benefit. Slowly and slowly, with progress, you will win the match surely. Thank you. Have a nice day.